Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions, because HYBE, Rune, and Enhypen's Coachella stage.
what?
What? I feel like the stage was fine. Let's see.
Wow.
Her page and seen her pictures. I said, "Oh, jump scare."
1. Enhypen redeemed K-pop at Coachella, just like AT's last year. Their mics were on, their harmonies were tight, and their choreography, leaving it all on the stage. No, seriously, they out here proving that K-pop isn't just sleepwalking on synchronization and autotune. They had 45 minutes to set the bar so high. Even Blackpink is looking up. Focus on the crowd? Check. Live band? Checks. Stamina to keep up with back-to-back bops? Double checks. If this is what a short set looks like, imagine what they do with an hour. Probably solve world hunger or something. I truly have no notes for them.
Okay.
Except one thing,
They
much like
did a
Lesser
great
Rapper
job.
last year. HYBE stage design
I mean, doing it for an hour just would be harder because 45 minutes already dancing cardio, doing an hour.
They did
then-
45 minutes?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's what she said. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
so the way she said it, it made it sound like they only did 15 minutes.
No, they did 45 minutes, but
Okay.
doing it for an hour, that's a little harder,
Yeah.
Just because they do more for longer doesn't mean it would be better, because there is like a perfect amount of time
Yeah.
out for it to be perfect. And I think if they can do maybe they can do an hour. I'm not saying they can, but we can't jump because they can do 45. We can't say automatically they can do because it's still fucking cardio. There's a lot of
Yeah,
dancing.
it's a lot of
It's not they're not
dancing.
singing ballads out there.
was tragic. For a group whose concept is eternal vampires, we got a gray box, Walmart LED strips, and
Okay.
backup dancers dressed
I can agree with this because we saw some Lady
No,
Gaga's.
no. I think she's talking about the lesser film.
Yeah, I know. I still agree with this sentiment with Enhypen's
Okay.
stage, the staging, because the staging was just like animation, like we saw boombox, and
Okay.
we were saying like, oh, we don't get the vibe. What's their lore? And I guess we thought they gave up on that lore, because even with the fashion, I thought it was kind of like tame. We've seen this
It's-
before.
The staging is they didn't get the big stage though.
Mhm.
It's not their.
So they can't do anything with their
the
stage.
stage was small.
So
Gaga got the main stage.
She got the main
So
stage?
she had
Uh-huh.
all the boom.
So when it comes to like dressing up the stage, because it's not about the size, it's about the dressing up of the stage, like the ambiance gave.
They had like some ladder or something there. I think they had something going on. It wasn't like plain empty stage.
I just
but
felt,
it was a small stage.
I just felt, yeah, it was a small stage, but that was not their fault. The animation of their set design, I don't know if they can like have a role to what they put in the background. And then the outfits you explained to me was like a sponsored from Prada, which is impressive. And I thought that the jean and jean look is perfect for Coachella, on brand for Coachella. But we've seen that look before on them, and so I was thinking, oh, I wish there was something that made it visually pop.
We'll see next weekend. They'll switch the outfits for sure. Next weekend is going to be different.
like Hot Topic interns. Where were the Gothic arches? The blood red theatrics? The drama?
Yeah.
Lisa's set looked like Mad Max slept with Blade Runner. Enhypen's looked like a high school talent show staged in a parking garage. Even the outfits
Yeah,
were
'cause
denim on
remember
denim
the
on denim
back-
with a sprinkle of we ran out of ideas. Meanwhile, Lisa gave us a mini collection with lizard jumpsuits and glowing corsets. Hi, babe. If you're gonna send your kids to Coachella, at least give them a basic set. Now let's trash the unhinged fans. Y'all need Jesus and a shower. Good God, get a
They
good
look
girl.
good.
Camping
They
at
look
the
good.
barricades
But
and
we've seen them in this kind of look before. We've seen the jean on jean look on them before. And jean on jean is okay perfect for Coachella, on fashion, on trend with Coachella. But I felt like since this was their moment, I wanted them to pop a little bit more in terms of their outfits and stage presentation.
Dawn just to scowl through every non-Enhypen act? Girl napping through other artists' sets with noise-canceling headphones? No comment. Coachella isn't your faves fan meet. It's a festival. Others want to enjoy their faves too. And the
His
live stream
haircut is
chat?
really
A
nice.
toxic wasteland of insults and emoji diarrhea. Blinks were obnoxious for Lisa, but Enhypen's fans? You turned collective brain rot into performance art, trashing every artist on the lineup for hours. I just can't. Act your freaking age for goodness sake. Overall, Lisa nailed the production while Enhypen crushed the performance.
Okay.
Life insurance that fits your budget.
I think
Two.
also it has something to do with the budget too as well. Like, do they have the funds to really invest to?
I think
Have-
HYBE does.
Yeah. So why didn't they? I'm so
I
confused.
think it's a small stage. They just didn't have the stage.
When I remember Le Seraphim's outfits for last year's Coachella, I liked it. It was something I haven't seen on
You
them.
remember Le
Yeah, I
Seraphim's
remember. It was
outfits
like
from
a
last
spark.
year's Coachella?
Yes, it was like a cute. Like everyone had their own looks. It's like a short sparkle.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were Coachella looks. I remember the looks. Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm gonna feel like when I saw their performance at Coachella this year in Hypen, I'm like, okay,
The looks could
I'm
have
not
been
gonna
better.
remember. I'm
It
not
could have
gonna
been
remember
better.
these looks as
Yeah.
Coachella looks.
Could have been
Okay.
better, but the staging is what it is. Like we watched Stylist before. Stylist had a tiger on the stage. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's just, but it was a tiny stage too, though. So what?
But
you
but the
can-
difference is that the tiger is her signature. We've seen that tiger. We know that's part of her
and
lore.
maybe that's the ladders is their signature.
We know their signature is like God,
Okay,
vampire.
right, fine, but we don't react to them like that to know their signature.
Well, I haven't seen out
Like
of all the times I've seen them.
maybe
I
the
have not
ladders,
seen-
like they climb on the ladders. or
Only
something. I
only
don't
the
know.
one with sweet venom. That one gave their lore. Yes. But I love the performance. I thought they ate. I thought they really, served for people who didn't know about them. They're gonna go and listen to more
Yeah.
of their music. Great intro.
Let's discuss Sunwoo and the AirPod scandal. A recent video of the boys'
Ooh,
Sunwoo dropping his
ooh, you
AirPods
showed
like
me
a clumsy
this.
prince went viral. And fans lost their
Okay.
minds because he didn't grovel with
Okay,
a full bow to the
okay,
security
okay.
guard who picked them up.
Listen,
Because
listen.
apparently, not performing a 90-degree head tilt while muttering thanks is a war crime. Sunwoo, forced to debase himself online, clarified he did say thank you but was too busy being startled by a
Wait.
screaming fan to perfect his servitude.
No,
Royalty
he
etiquette
was not
under Miss Nana,
startled.
an actress
Why is he
cosplaying as Miss
lying?
Manners, who screeched to scold him. He's rude. Conveniently forgetting she's besties with Burning
No.
Sun chat room creep
'Cause
Young
when I
Jun
saw
and
the
also was
moment,
nowhere to be.
It was like
It was horrible.
it was
horrible.
it was so bad.
It was
I didn't believe it
so-
was true.
It was horrible.
I didn't even know if it was
And
slow mo or not.
I'm surprised she's actually taking this side.
I know.
That is like what?
'Cause
How
we
can you take his
watched
side?
it.
I watched the
We
video. yeah.
watched it and like
It's horrible. The
He-
guy drops it. He's
he
like, look.
dropped it and he's like
Oh,
looking.
no, my
He's looking.
AirPods.
He's looking. He walks into the elevator
yeah,
and
he-
I'm like,
And he's looking at it.
So what about your AirPods?
No. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Like, how can you be on his side? Like, there's no excuse for his
he
behavior.
said, she said, oh, he didn't pick it up because he was startled by a fan. He didn't look like he was startled. He looked
He
so
wasn't
chill.
startled by nobody.
He was
And
so
if anything, he
nonchalant.
should be used to that, to the fans. screaming.
Exactly.
Be found amid the Kim Soo Hyun's grooming scandal. Like, where were your manners then, sis? Fans dragged her hypocrisy.
And her Nana, the actress that commented about his skull, has her being next to the grooming scandal or whatever, Burning Sun, whatever scandal she's part of, has nothing to do with her making that comment. Her comment is correct.
It's the whataboutism again.
Yeah, like it has nothing to do. Like her personal choices, who she associates, has nothing to do with the comment she made.
So hard her Instagram turned into a dumpster fire of apologize comments. But Nana doubled down, dissecting the clip to accuse Sunwoo of entitlement for saying my AirPods when he dropped them. Sunwoo, now fed up, snapped back, sharing bubble message basically saying y'all are judging me over a 3-second clip. Get a life. Prompting his agency to threaten lawsuits because nothing said.
It was 30 seconds clip. And wow, way to handle it. Once again, you can't criticize or you get sued. What the fuck is wrong with
Wow.
K-pop?
As innocence like silencing critics. The moral? Stans will cancel you for breathing wrong but give actual predators a pass. All while Nana's over here throwing stones from her glass mansion. Yes, her point about basic respect could hold water. If she wasn't a walking hypocrisy billboard cozying up to literal criminals while clutching pearls over a dropped air.
It doesn't matter who she's cozying up to. The point is valid. You
Okay,
can
I
separate
wish-
the point from the person.
I wish they had the tape so we could play it so with them and react with you guys about it.
Pod. Girlies out
Like
here
how we
writing
did
think
with
pieces,
Honey?
dissecting a 3-second
When we dissected the hallway
Oh,
incidents.
yeah.
Yeah, we need a
clip of a boy going my AirPods, but have no problem attending Hyuna's wedding with someone who was involved in the Burning Sun scandal, who was out here trading illegal videos of innocent girls like Pokemon cards.
Dang.
Consistency? Never heard of her. But let's not absolve the rabid fans either. Spamming her Instagram with death threats over a non-scandal is unhinged. Oh, now y'all care about toxicity? Where's this energy when idols are exposed for bullying, assault, or grooming minors? Suddenly a security guard handoff is the hill to die on? Priorities
I
keep.
am so surprised by the side she's choosing.
Wait, the actress,
so-
is she just like not popular?
Honestly,
Like
I don't
why
know
they
who the
have
fuck
this
she
take
is.
on her?
I
Why are we deciding like to flip over on her?
exactly. Why is this about the actress? It's not about the actress
Yeah.
whatsoever. She made a comment. She's entitled to her opinion, no matter who she is. Like even Seungri, whatever the fuck he's done, he's entitled to an opinion. And if he makes a statement about something, we
Yeah.
can put aside his personality versus the statement he makes. And if the statement is correct, the statement is correct. Like this has nothing to do with her being friends with Hyuna and Hyuna marrying a guy that has been linked to the Burning Sun scandal. Like what? Well, that doesn't take away from her opinion. That's
People.
crazy.
Sunwoo messed up? Maybe. Forgot to bow? Sure. But turning this into a week-long soap opera is K-netizens at their finest, manufacturing outrage.
It's
It is.
yeah.
It is.
No, it is, but it's not just that. Then we saw him how he treated women in
Yeah.
that other thing, and then you guys on Discord posted there was like anonymous questions from Ask FM and how he answered those questions. You know, let me pull my
Ooh,
phone.
Okay, pull up
Like,
the receipts.
So okay, he said his friend took the phone and answered those questions. That wasn't him. Allegedly, that's what he said.
Pull
I
up
don't
the
know.
Discord. Discord is juicy.
I don't know, but the answers were disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought, okay, maybe this was
Okay,
an
so
innocent
this is the
mistake.
question.
Okay.
If you had to raise a pet, what would you raise? He answers.
Yeah.
Female foreigner.
Oh.
He was raised a woman. Female what? What do you?
And not just any woman, a foreigner.
What pet do you want to raise? That's another answer. A woman. So he considers a woman to be a pet. And that
Last time, didn't they drag remember the people who don't show their face, but they're like what do you call that? The AI, and they were caught exposed.
yeah. I remember.
saying,
Sexist
sexist things. Yeah.
Flavia. If I'm 158 centimeters, should I commit S?
What?
Should I off myself basically?
Oh,
If you're a man, I don't want to say it because
yeah.
but yeah. What?
Wow.
What's your ideal time? What? I phase here, etc. Oh, I guess ideal type. This typo.
Mhm.
Big eyes, no bangs, middle hairline. Whatever. Okay,
No
this
bangs.
is. I mean, whatever. This is just about girl type. That's not about that.
Bangs. What she got problem with the bangs?
I gained so much legs fat. Please let me know a good trick to lose it. Come work out with me at night. Like, this is the guy that she's
Yeah.
defending now.
Yeah.
Like, what? How can you defend it? Like,
I don't know.
just
This is.
if we're taking,
Is she saying someone else's take or this is her take? I don't know.
I don't know. But and there's way more. There's 5 more screenshots you guys sent, but I'm not gonna read them all. So, but the point
I
is,
wish we could put up the tape. I want to see the tape.
the point is,
dissected.
if it was just the scandal, like the AirPods, whatever, we take that in isolation. Maybe it's maybe we can give excuses, but knowing all those facts, considering
Yeah.
we can
He's
kind
an
of
asshole.
we can make who this person is at
Yeah,
this point.
I
There's
know who
enough
this
information
person-
to make up about his
Yeah.
character. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That's who he is. To take his side over somebody whose friend
Wait,
married
what company he's under?
the boys. I don't know who the fuck they are. That's some smaller label.
Because their lives are drier than
That's
Lisa's mouth
crazy.
at Coachella. Meanwhile, actual predators are fake crying at press conferences untouched. Nana's not wrong for calling out rudeness, but she's a selective activist who only finds her voice when the moral high ground comes with a side of spotlight. The real
I'm
villain
just
here,
thinking
our
it's
obsession.
gonna get worse. His behavior is gonna get worse until someone really calls him out.
He's giving me Sungri.
Mm.
That 5 years from now it's gonna be
True,
Burning
true,
Sun
true,
2.0.
true,
That's what he's
true.
giving me.
You're right.
With performative wokeness.
Like, I wasn't there in 2013 when Big Bang was this age.
Yeah.
I don't know,
We will
but
be there for when it's
this
his turn. When
this
it's his
is
turn.
what's giving me. Is giving me
'Cause he's
Sungri
next.
2.0.
Crucify
You
a
got next.
25-year-old for not groveling enough to a guard, but stand CEOs who exploit trainees into breakdowns, will cancel Nana for a snarky comment, but stream music produced by abusers. This isn't about accountability, it's about feeding the drama beast. Bottom line. Sunwoo's AirPod fumble deserves a shrug, not a dissertation. Nana's faux outrage deserves an eye roll, not death
Ooh,
threats.
I hope
Mm-hmm.
And
in
the
the other
fans, they need
K-pop
hobbies.
videos
Save your
that we
rage.
do. We have the video and we're gonna dissect it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to
For the
dissect.
actual villains, this circus is embarrassing for everyone. 3. SNSD Sunny has signed with Lee Soo-man's company A20 Entertainment. Sunny was the original Nepo baby of the industry. Lee Soo-man is literally her uncle.
Aw,
We
the
heard
OG.
this. We heard this. We remember this. Yeah, this is. I mean, we haven't heard that they signed, but we heard that she's kind of leaving with him, and I remember that.
And now they've finally reunited. She'll
Would
be
you
in
guys
charge of
want to be a
training the
nepo
company.
baby? I'm kind
I
of.
would.
I wouldn't mind.
I would.
I
The
would.
fuck?
I would.
Who wouldn't want to be a nepo baby?
I don't know. They say it's the grass is greener on the other side.
Of course it is, but listen, I'd rather be crying in the Lambo than crying in a fucking on a bicycle.
Or
Okay, you're
would
still
you-
gonna be crying anyway. This is what it is.
These trainees, which had been rumored for months after paparazzi spotted her with them. Now it's official. It's interesting to see so many second and even third-gen idols stepping into production roles, training groups, and handling creative direction, but it makes sense when you remember the founders of SM, YG, and JYP were all musicians first before pivoting to the business side. With JY Poppy still shaking those hips at 50, you go girl. As for Lee Soo-man, I'm still not sure about his future plans. The guy built this industry and I don't see him quitting ever. After the Kakao SM HYBE
Is
circus,
she the
he
same
sold his shares
page
to
that was on hard on people doing ageism on IVE
I don't remember anything
or
about her.
Red Velvet, like saying like, oh, they're so old.
I don't know.
Mm.
I remember there was a lady that was Lee Soo-man's niece or something like that, and she left the Girls' Generation together with him for this new label. So I think that's her, but that's all I remember about her.
HYBE, but had a non-competition and non-inducement clause in the contract, blocking him from debuting idols or albums in Korea with his current new company. But since the deal was signed in February 2023, the ban ends early next year, so brace yourselves for the comeback of the OG villain. He's already teasing trainees in evaluation, videos, questionable outfits, even more questionable song choices, and I just know whatever he's planning is gonna be sick. No Min Hee-jin? Well, he's practically her godfather. 4. The South Korea authorities have arrested 8 people accused of creating and distributing deepfakes of HYBE idols. Yeah, lock those
Nice,
losers
good
up.
job.
But this isn't justice. It's damage control for an industry that's spent years profiting off obsessive delusion while ignoring the festering tech poison ruining lives. Deepfakes aren't just
I mean, it is kind of justice. I mean, the police doing their job. I mean, that's good. Arrest these people. Yeah, because deepfakes, I don't. That's bad.
What's the point of deep fakes? I don't understand.
To create something that is not true. I mean, you have to be somewhat delusional to do it. I don't know what, because you don't really get paid. I'm assuming so.
Yeah. So
I don't.
what do they get out of doing the
I
deep fakes?
I don't know. That's honestly that's so weird. Like when it comes to like all this dedication in K-pop, you don't get paid for that shit. I get it, when criminals are dedicated, like with the scammers and all of that steal money, because at the end of the day, you get paid. It's a hustle. I get the hustle, but here you hustling and you don't get paid for it. Like, what's the point?
You know,
I don't get it. Like the end game is not even money. It's not
You-
fame. What is the fucking end game?
you reminded me of a case in Korea that I want an update on. Remember the son? He's an idol, and the mom was scamming people,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the son had
remember.
to take care of it.
I remember. Yeah, but okay, that's a hustle. I get it.
What happened?
I don't know, but that's a hustle. I get that hustle. It's about the money at the end of the day.
Hmm.
This deep fakes, you fake it. Unless somebody pay you to create a fake, in that case, okay, I guess it's still a hustle. But if you don't get paid, you're just doing that shit for what? What the fuck do you get out of it?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
It's just so mind blowing.
gross content. They're weaponizing AI to strip autonomy, exploit bodies, and traumatize victims. Deepfakes are psychological warfare, tools for harassment, revenge, and career sabotage. Imagine waking up to a hyper-realistic video of yourself doing things you've never done, shared virally in minutes. For idols who are already stalked, doxxed, and
I
scrutinized,
feel like
it's a death
that's
sentence.
really someone who would do something capable of doing this would be like a disgruntled ex-employee.
That's, yeah, I can see that.
But aside from
That's-
that,
it has to be the idol, the person that had done you wrong, and you
Wrong,
want to ruin your
mhm,
life. That's the only. But okay,
mhm.
like how many? So there's 8 people. Like, does that happen that often? There's so many people
Damn.
to do
Yeah, that's a
that.
lot, yeah.
That's like once in a lifetime type of
Yeah,
thing. It's not
a
like,
blue moon event.
yeah.
Female idols like Soyou or Jennie are primary targets. Their faces are splattered across Telegram. But sure, let's clap because 8 guys got caught. The internet's crawling with thousands more, hiding behind VPNs and crypto payments. HYBE's legal threats? Too little too late. These deepfakes don't spawn from a vacuum. They're born from an industry that commodifies idols' images 24/7, then acts shocked when creeps treat them like AI puppets. Why isn't HYBE suing AI platforms hosting this garbage? Or lobbying for laws that protect idols, not just punish post-trauma? Because that'd cost money, and CEOs would rather spend it on private parties while idols drown in trauma. Furthermore, South Korea's laws are laughably outdated, treating deepfake crimes as defamation rather than violent exploitation. A slap on the wrist fine won't stop a tech-savvy predator. Meanwhile, platforms like Telegram and obscure forums profit from this abuse, cloaked behind
Deepfake is kind of defamation, though. Like, you basically defame a person by promoting false information. That
oh.
false information is a video, sure, but it is still false information. I don't.
What's the highest charge you could put on a deep fake then?
Well, defamation, whatever defamation would be, slander.
Mm,
Because I mean, what else would you charge it as, though? What would you?
impersonation?
Impersonate. Okay, that's a good one. Maybe
Um,
impersonation. Yeah, impersonation. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know.
You know, impersonation is a good one. I think you would slap both charges, the slander and impersonation. Maybe it depends on the context. If you pretended that you're that person and you creating deepfakes, posting as yourself, definitely impersonation. If you're just kind of spreading it to defame someone, that's defamation, slander. I think it depends on the case, but it's either impersonation or because I don't know how else would you charge that. I guess it would be interesting how it's prosecuted here in the States. I don't know.
I guess what do you make it do?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know what it does. Yeah.
Free speech while idols' careers burn. And let's not pretend this is just a K-pop issue. Deepfakes are already a global crisis. Arrests are a start, but real change needs suing AI developers into oblivion for enabling this abuse with open source tools.
We had
and no
that
fines,
issue here
but
in
rather
the States where they would take celebrities' faces and put it on porno bodies that people were who are already naked, and they just put the celebrity on it, and that was a big issue. And then I stopped hearing that as an issue. I think I may still may go on. I don't know if it's.
I think
It's like a phase. It's like these type of crimes.
Yeah, I don't know.
mandate prison time for creating and distributing deepfakes. And platforms need to be forced to nuke deepfake content instantly. No reporting loopholes. 5. Superkind has disbanded. This group crashed hard. They were doomed by a company so incompetent. They made YG's management look like Harvard Business School grads. Debuting a group with 4 humans and 1 virtual member was already a red flag the size of North Korea's ego.
Where's the
But
virtual
no,
member?
they doubled down post-debut, adding another virtual member like throwing gasoline on a fire. The AI avatars? Budget video game
Superkind,
NPCs
like
with faces suspiciously
Mankind,
resembling
but they're
existing top
super?
idols. Looking at you NCT knockoffs.
Never
The
heard of
company,
them.
a former deepfake and animation studio, clearly thought let's use K-pop to flex our tech. Without realizing idols need fans, not PowerPoint presentations. I doubt they even had a plan to begin with. No physical albums? Check. Zero merch? Check. Revenue model? Maybe vibes and exposure? They relied on streaming pennies and Discord chats where Stans simped for free. No purchases required. Just post cringe 30 times about the group each month and boom, you're chatting with your bias. It's like they thought capitalism was a suggestion. I couldn't even find a single fan cam of them performing to put
see everyone's faces to know it's aespa. Once I see that the choreo, go, it's aespa.
in the video. Apart from some music shows stages, they have nothing online. Meanwhile, the AI members cost more to render than the group's entire annual budget, leaving the human members to beg for relevance on live streams like Twitch streamers without a Patreon. The virtual members were already a bad idea, but blending them with humans? A failed science project. Fans couldn't bond with pixels cosplaying as idols, especially when the real members were stuck carrying the group's corpse on their backs. That company was truly clueless with no prior experience in managing an artist. All they specialized at is deepfake and AI. They clearly Googled how to K-pop the night before debut. Their strategy? Throw stuff at the wall and pray. No physical sales? Streaming's the future. No marketing? Let the AI gimmick go viral.
Whatever. Yeah, we don't know who they are.
I don't know this group, and they're disbanded,
Yeah.
and they're
cares?
playing with AI. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Okay?
nobody gives a fuck.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.